before anyone asks, yes, this is currently Madden 21 gameplay you are currently seeing on the background. And before people start asking me for the Texans player ratings, I dropped a video playing as the Texans on Madden 21. At the start of that video, I showed the Texans player ratings. That video can be found in my second channel. If you guys are interested in that, I will put the link to that video at the top of my description. And yeah, go check it out if you're interested in Madden Texans gameplay and the Texans Madden 21 player ratings. Anyways, let's get to this video. Earlier this week, I dropped, I guess, a training camp notes video. Well, I said I'd eventually drop another one, and I really didn't think it'd be another one in the same week. But, a lot of things have been happening, and I've been hearing a lot of things as well, mostly good, as you guys know. In training camp, all you hear is good things, even though not everything is good. For example, the Colts, they put up a video of Phillip Rivers throwing up a bunch of ducks. And this one particular pass, it was like a 10-yard out route. The dude threw an absolute duck. Terrible, terrible pass. But Colts fans over there were defending it, saying it's perfect ball placement. No. He threw it short. It was a duck. And I feel like that's what people say about the teams. Everything's biased at this point, you're not going to hear many people say negative stuff. So, yeah, most of the stuff I'm going to say is mostly positive, I guess. Well, there's some little tidbits here and there, but for the most part, it's positive. Now, the first thing, a lot of people are already worried. Oh my God, J.J. Watt not practicing. O'Brien said it, and they ask him all the time, why wasn't J.J. practicing? Well, O'Brien said it. He's, a 9-10 year vet. He knows how to play football. He doesn't have to be out there. Have him ready to go against the Chiefs. This whole training camp thing, he's been there, done that. Nothing new for him. He knows what to do. So, yeah, not a big deal, not a big deal. Now, one that I feel like is somewhat of a big deal is Kahale Warring not practicing. Now, in last video, I said it was unknown why he wasn't practicing. Well, after that video dropped, it was, the reason was revealed. Hamstrings. He's dealing with a bad hammy at the moment, so he hasn't been practicing as much, and that's really, really disappointing because a lot of Texans fans have really high hopes for Kahale Warring, including myself. I'm hoping Kahale Warring can be, the guy that takes over as the Texans' number one go-to tight end. Something we haven't had since Owen Daniels back in 2013. Think about it. It's been 6 years since we've had an actual legitimate threat at the tight end position, and it'd be really, really cool if we were able to find one, whether it's Jordan Thomas or Kahale Warring. And the fact that Kahale Warring isn't practicing, then yeah, it's probably not going to be him. He's new to football, so really sucks. Don't be shocked if he gets IR stashed once again. Honestly, very disappointed in Kahale Warring. I was really hoping for him to go out there and show out, but that hasn't been the case. So yeah, I will say I am disappointed in Kahale Warring, and health issues suck. I wish the NFL was like Madden, where you could just turn off the injuries. I think that'd be pretty cool, but it's not. Injuries are part of the game, and unfortunately, Kahale Warring, to start his career, has been dealing with injuries. That really, really sucks. Anyways, next thing. Isaiah Coulter. Apparently, this dude's been looking really, really, really good. And that's surprising because initially I wasn't too high on Isaiah Coulter. I was the second we drafted him, I was that guy smells like IR stash. Well, apparently he's been performing very well, and maybe he does make the team as the 6th wide receiver, because Keke Coutee has also apparently been looking very good. Apparently, Keke Coutee has been like one of the guys that has been looking the best out there. Like, he's out there doing a lot of things and actually looking good on special teams as well. I know I mentioned it in the last video, but he's still doing good. So apparently Keke Coutee is like the guy right now, and we'll get into a little bit more of that later on in the video. I have like some concerns in some things, but yeah, Keke Coutee, Isaiah Coulter, looking really, really good. Apparently, rookie John Reed is still looking good as well. And look, we already know Lonnie, Roby, and Conley, those are your starting three. Like, I don't know how they're going to do it, but those are your main three. After that, it's really a toss-up. I assumed Vernon Hargreaves was going to take that fourth corner spot, but haven't heard much from Vernon Hargreaves. I've been hearing way, way more from John Reed. So, yeah, John Reed might end up taking that fourth corner spot from Vernon Hargreaves. Next guy, our boy Deshaun Watson. Apparently the dude, he's been doing really, really good. According to Bill O'Brien, he's only thrown one pick, and that was a pick by A.J. Moore. We'll get into A.J. Moore here in a bit. A.J. Moore picked him off while he was on Jordan Akins. But other than that, apparently he hasn't thrown the pick. Apparently Deshaun Watson has been doing very, very good. Apparently the Texans defense, by the way, something new as well. Texans defense have been sending a lot of DB blitzes, whether it's A.J. Moore or Eric Murray. They've been sending a bunch of DB blitzes, and Anthony Weaver's been throwing out different looks at Deshaun Watson. And according to Justin Reed, Deshaun Watson does make mistakes here and there, but he never makes the same mistake twice. So once he sees it, he's able to overcome it. And I absolutely love that, because there be games where like Watson gets new looks and he doesn't know what to do. And the fact that Anthony Weaver is throwing out new looks for Deshaun Watson, stuff that Romeo Crennel wouldn't do in the past because Romeo Crennel is old and fat, like, that's good for Deshaun Watson. It's good for his development. So, I think it was Chuck Pagano would say this all the time: iron sharpens iron, and Colts fans hated it, but that's true, man. Like, if Deshaun Watson's testing the defense and the defense is testing Deshaun Watson, they're only going to make each other better. So, very excited about that. And the guy I was talking about right now, A.J. Moore. A.J. Moore has apparently been like one of the breakout players in camp. We already know he's like a good special teamer, like he's a special team specialist. And if he can add anything to defense, whether it's like being a box safety, whether it's being a deep safety, or a guy that specializes in stopping tight ends, or like even if it's just like being a decent role player on defense, that's an added plus, because AJ Moore is here to be a special teamer. And the fact that he's actually out there doing good on defense is pretty good, man. Like, it'd be awesome if AJ Moore became like the random breakout player on this team, because if you have Justin Reed and AJ Moore, we wouldn't have to worry about is Eric Murray going to be good or not, you know? Okay, now, next guy, Jordan Akins. Apparently, he's been having a pretty decent second week of padded practices. Just yesterday, he had 2 touchdown catches. I mean, this is good for the Texans, but you guys know me. I don't like Akins. He's bald. He has a receding hairline. I would prefer Jordan Thomas or Kahale Warring, but hey, if Jordan Akins ends up being that guy, then so be it. At least we'll have a nice tight end. But yeah, apparently he's had a good second week of camp. Ross Blacklock, another rookie of ours, apparently he's been doing really, really well as well. Apparently doing a good job eating up blocks, stuffing the run, so that's always good. Now, apparently the Texans are going to start having little scrimmages here pretty soon, so I think that's good, you know, simulating a real-life game situation, 11-on-11 type stuff. Gotta love it, except with no contact because O'Brien, or no tackling because O'Brien doesn't want to risk the players getting hurt, and I actually agree with him in that sense. Like, I don't want a player getting hurt in a meaningless scrimmage, you know, like, you hate to see it. Now, earlier in the video, I said I have some concerns, or one concern, and this has to do with the whole Keke Coutee being like the go-to receiver. Like, why haven't we heard much of Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller, Randall Cobb, or Kenny Stills? I know Kenny Stills just got to practice like a few days ago, but still, though, you would like to hear more from them. Bill O'Brien, when he talked about J.J. Watt, and he said he pretty much said they had J.J. Watt on the snap count. That's what he said. They don't want to put too much on his plate because they want to keep him healthy for the season. Well, after that, he also mentioned a guy like Will Fuller and Brandon Cooks, those guys being guys that don't need to be out there as much. And assuming, if he said that about Brandon Cooks, a new guy, veteran guy coming in, I'm pretty sure he feels the same way about Kenny Stills and Randall Cobb. So he's pretty much implying and saying that those four don't need much practice. That would be fine with me if Deshaun Watson was like an 8-year veteran quarterback. Deshaun's still young. He's still learning. I personally feel like Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller, Randall Cobb, Kenny Stills need to be out there a lot with Deshaun Watson so he gets his timing down, and then so like they can show him a thing or two as well, I mean, yes, Deshaun and the receivers went down up to Arizona to practice for a bit, but we're about to start having scrimmages like O'Brien said, and hopefully the receivers are out there with Deshaun Watson, because I think it'd be wise to get the timing right, timing on the routes, especially coming from the slot receiver like Randall Cobb. Like, they got to get the timing right together. They got to, give each other signals on what to do in certain situations. Like if a linebacker's blitzing, Cobb cuts in and waits there on a 5-yard out route, type of stuff. Like, they need to be on the same page is what I'm trying to say. And the fact that they're not getting much practice time together, that might affect that, but I don't know, that's just a concern that I have. Like, it could just be me overreacting and having concerns just for no reason. But yeah, that's what I've heard coming from Texans training camp these past 4 days. And yeah, comment down below if you guys think I missed anything, or if I did miss anything on accident, like anything else you guys have heard. And yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.